Hello everyone, my name is Ellas. I am very happy to be here today to present my project on creating sustainable fashion throughout upcycling. Thank you all for joining me. To being, I like to talk about the impact of the fashion industry on the environment. The fashion industry has a significant effect, and fast fashion in particular leads to a lot of pollution and waste. My research focuses on sustainable fashion, aiming to reduce waste by upcycling second-hand clothes. I also use technology like 3D printing and laser cutting to create a new design from old garments. This approach not only saves materials but also open up new creative possibilities. My research question is how can upcycling of secondhand clothing enhance sustainable and future design practices in the fashion industry in Australia? The main the main aim of my project is to create fashion collection that shows how upcycling can be both innovative and sustainable. My objective first to explore creative redesign technique for second-hand garments. Second, using advanced technology like 3D printing and laser cutting into the redesign process. And third, to create a fashion collection that highlights the potential of sustainability in fashion design. By achieving this objective, I hope to demonstrate how we can use upcycling and technology to reduce waste while still making beautiful clothes. The fashion industry is one of the biggest polluters in the world. Fast fashion produces cheap, disposable clothing and uses a lot of resources. For example, making just one cotton t-shirt can use over 2,700 liters of water. This shows how much damage fashion can do the environment. Sustainability means finding way to reduce the navigate impact of fashion on the environment. Recycling and upcycling are key methods. Recycling break down old material to make new ones, but upcycling takes old clothing and turns them into something new without breaking them down. Upcycling fits into the circular economy where materials are used over and over instead of being thrown away. Another impact concept is data stock materials. Data stock refer to unused fabric and materials that are left over from textile fabrics. New technology like 3D printing and laser cutting are helping make sustainable fashion possible. 3D printing allows us to create entire garments using sustainable material and reduce waste. Laser cutting help create a precise pattern with less fabric. um, waste. Even sewing machines today are more advanced, helping designer work more efficiently. By combining this technology with upcycling, we can create innovative, sustainable fashion that is better for the environment. For this project, I use the combination of methods. First, I use quantitative analysis to gather data about secondhand clothing and sustainability. I also work on prototyping in my studio to create redesigned garment. Lastly, I conducted focus group to collect feedback from participants on the upcycle design. All of this was based on practical experiments, allowing me to apply both theory and hands on work. I used three main research. Research method. First, I conducted interview with second-hand store owner to learn about the type of clothing sold and which material are popular or hand to sell. Second, I worked on prototyping in my studio, using the data from the interview to create my design. Lastly, I held focus group to gather feedback from participants and see how well the designer met their needs. These methods help me gather participants practical insights from my project. During the interview was um, during the interview with the second-hand store owner and the employee, I learned some key insight about trends in donation and customer preferences. Women and children clothing like top, button, and dresses are donated most frequently. But interviews point out challenges in selling creating material, especially nylon and taffeta, which tend to stay on the shelf longer. Consumers seem to prefer familiar comfortable material like cotton, linen, and polyester. For unsold clothing, this store focused on minimizing waste by upcycling garment into new products such as a bag or sending them overseas for resale. And there is also growing consumer interest in the redesigned garments, and people are especially drawn to unique, one of kind pieces and modern technology. And the first step in my studio practice is sourcing material. I visit second-hand store or dead stock fabric shop to find high quality species, pieces. Once I have the materials, I analyze them for size, texture, and limitation. Then start sketching my designs, uh, keeping in mind the fabrics, features, and what can be achieved throughout the redesign. I refine these sketches, and once I have a final design, I move forward with creating the garment, considering any challenges the material might bring. When I buy second-hand fabric or garments, the quality of the material is very important for the redesign process. One of the challenges is that with second-hand material, we don't have much control over the pattern color available. Often I choose larger garments so they can be realized into one smaller pieces during the redesign. This is because when we redesign some material is waste or can be reused 100% the new design. Another challenge I faced was running out of fabric during the redesign and redesign process. And to solve this, I combined data stock fabric with second-hand clothes. This combination allowed me to create complete and attractive design, even when the original garment didn't provide enough material. I tested laser cutting on over 40 different fabrics, including viscose, cotton, silk, polyester, and denim. Not all fabric responded well. Fabric like polyester and denim and jeans work best, while viscose and silk didn't perform as well. For laser cutting, I used Illustrator to create create the interact designs. The benefit of laser cutting is that it can achieve very complex patterns that aren't possible by hand. I also learned to arrange the pattern on the fabric and to minimize waste. In the end, I choose polyester and the jeans for the laser cut design because they gave the best result. I experiment with three fabrics, organza, mesh, and silk, to see which would work best the 3D printing. Mesh was the most suitable for 3D printing as it allowed the material to stick and print properly. Working with 3D printing on fabric was a new, and we faced challenges like the fabric moving during the printed process. We had to use tools like iron to keep in these places. I tested 3D, several printed, and the new air machines were much faster and more accurate. Older machine took about 2 hours for a design, but a newer ones only took 40 minutes. I used TPU, a soft material, but the university machine couldn't support more advanced design. In the future, we can use sustainable material that come from renewable resources or are recycled. The feedback from my focus group was mostly positive. Participants were excited by the unique upcycling design and found the transformation of second-hand garment to be very appealing. Some even tried on the garments and were very impressed with the result. However, a few key concerns were reside the first was the pricing. While the value, the work, the cost was an important factor. The second concern was sizing because each garment is unique. They were not available in multiple sizes, which made it difficult for some participants to find the right fit. Despite these challenges, participants were very excited about the potential for upcycling to bring new life old clothes. The combination of upcycling with modern technology like 3D printing, laser cutting significantly enhanced the design. Using this technology allowed me to create garments that are not only sustainable but also design unique and attractive. Participants were especially drawn to how this technique transforms second-hand clothes into fashionable modern pieces. However, there are challenges. One challenge is the availability of sustainable material for 3D printing. More research is needed to find better options. Another challenge is the limitation of resources. With upcycling, you only have a limited amount of fabric, and is difficult to create multiple size or redesign pieces of something goes wrong. To address this issue, I needed a stock fabric or combination another garment. Another approach is to design garments with detachable elements where a part of the clothing can be removed. In conclusion, the redesign process involves several stages: selecting the material, creating initial sketches, prototyping, and then using technology like laser cutting and 3D printing to bring the designs to life. By using innovative methods and upcycling material, we can reduce waste and create garments that are both stylish and eco-friendly. This project has demonstrated how upcycling and advanced technology can work together to create sustainable fashion. Thank you for your attention.